Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Saraswathy M, and I'm in part of the early years support team. And today I'm going to be sharing the roles in safeguarding children, and I'll be sharing my slides. Yes. All right, got that? Now, as educators, we're not just teaching the children, we're also looking out for their well-being every day. This is to help y'all understand because y'all are new to keep the children safe, and as part of the welfare support team, we should know about the current issues affecting them in Malaysia and involved in protecting them, and what the roles are and know the right steps to do. It is important because the children rely on us and we are there to help them, guide them, and take care of them. And this helps us to understand and learn more and also to pick up if anything is happening. Now, issue one is child abuse and neglect in the setting. Now, this is very common in Malaysia. You can see it in our news. There have been reports being children physically hurt, emotionally harmed, verbally mistreated in childcare centers, even assault. And sometimes it's by the people who look after them. Neglect is also a growing concern where children are left alone without the supervision, without anyone. They do not receive the basic needs. And their cases are never reported because the child sometimes keeps it to themselves. They are scared, they feel bad, they may not know what to do. That's why we come in and we know the signs, we do know the difference, and we will observe them and we know what to do. Now, the lack of awareness on children's rights as issue two is when these centers are being run by parents or teachers, they may not understand the rights or what counts as abuse or neglect. We may think that that's normal, maybe it's not. Because of these harmful situations, they are not being observed properly. It may not be treated as a serious matter when it actually is. So this happens when because the people are not educated or trained on the topic, so we may not spot this earlier signs and puts the child in danger. Example, like you are a teacher is picking on a child after a while every day, and the child feels weird, or the child feels odd, or the child feels very conflicted and starting to hide in their shell because they think, why are you picking on me and all of this? The child is going to retract. And picking is also meaning shouting or what. That's also emotional abuse. Now, not all childcare centers are officially registered or checked on a regular basis. Some are allowed to continue to run, and they do not meet the safety requirements. And this happens a lot. They do not have the centers across do not have enough resources to monitor all of them, making it very hard for a child to be cared or to be in a proper environment. Issue four is mental health and emotional well-being of children. Now, it's often not enough attention in Malaysia. They either go through stressful, frightening experiences, family arguments, poverty, domestic violence. It can affect the child in the long run, and it affects them in their development. And we as teachers are normally the ones to find out first or to figure it out. But this have been given proper training to know these situations are handled in the right way. The children have seen violence happening at home who may start to become quiet, they may start hiding themselves, or they're becoming aggressive. That's when we know the child is struggling emotionally and may need help trained in. That's where we come in and we know what to do, or we know the people around that can help. The stakeholders in making sure our child's safety are the people in organization. They play an important part in playing in keeping them safe, keeping the children safe and well looked after in the early settings. And they have their duties and responsibilities that will make the child is properly cared and protected, which is our early educators. They're mostly involved when it comes to child's day-to-day safety well-being. They spend the most time with children. They're the best position to know if something is wrong. If your child shows signs, bruises, changes in mood, we observe them and we report it to the right person. Two, creating a safe and caring environment. This means setting clear rules, treating every child with kindness, making sure they're not bullied or mistreated or put down in school. If you see one, you write them down, you write it in your observation, you share it away, don't put any emotions to it, but you write what you see. Then stakeholder two is our Department of Welfare, Social Welfare in Malaysia, JKM. They make sure that the laws and the rules related to child protection are followed properly. They are also in charge of registering childcare centers and visiting them to check. And they are also that if they're meeting the standards, if it's not, they get warning, they get some fine or they shut them down, and it's for the child's safety. Looking into the reports and offering support when it is reported, JCAM steps in. They'll work closely with the agencies, the schools, the hospitals, the police to check on the child's condition and see what they can do. What's the best way to do to help? They also have counseling, temporary shelter, and recovery programs for the child that have been harmed or hurt. If a center is cramming out too many children and no proper facilities, they carry out an inspection and confirm the report and then take the steps to make sure the child is moved to a safer and suitable environment. Now, why procedures matters is that you know what to do when a child is neglected, abused situations. So we know what to do, and it will help the child to feel more safe and to guide the educator and make sure no one is ignoring it or handling it the wrong way. We observe and identify the step one. Look at the signs, notice the differences, write them down. Abuse, hunger, mood changes. You remember, you write it down. Report to your center for once you have enough information, enough information, then you go to your supervisor, or if it escalates too fast, straight away tell your supervisor and have a meeting. Then you all know what to do on your next step. Sharing the concern, you must be honest and clear, and make sure you include all the important details without leaving anything out. Contact the authorities. That's when your supervisor contacts the authority. You can do JCAM or the SO or Talian Kase 1599. Make the report, put the details, name, address, age, concern, what is it, you tell them. Support and protect the child. While this is going on, you help never ask the child about what happened. This could even make the child hide or not say anything about it and not help not help but not give out the information that is needed. You know, make the child safe, feel love, or just have the child do things like normal and not feel different in the classroom. That will help the child. Follow up and maintain confidentiality. You keep the close eye on the child's well-being, and the information is private. No one else knows about it. No one else outside of who are supposed to know. Leaders, your leader, you, JKM, and you and the parents. That's it. No other people should know outside of that. Because this keeps the child's dignity and the safety. Now, this is very stressful, and I get it, but thankfully, we had the sharing today. I hope that this helps y'all and makes y'all proactive or even to be lesser afraid and to know what to do in these situations. Thank y'all. I hope y'all have a great day.